Alright, it's time for Let's Play Awakening of the Rebellion Part 34. I'm that one bullet, and here we go! So, last episode there was some crazy Atsari battles, and possibly some other crazy space battle and land battle at Aragu. And it's great that we have taken all these planets, and now I have to select my next target. Screw that planet, because that planet is way too heavily defended for my forces at the moment. I have a feeling that what I'm going to have to do if I want to attack this planet is do a nice little sneak in and destroy the hypervelocity gun. However, the hypervelocity gun seems to be placed on this island here. And that sucks because there's no way I can like kill it unless I use fighters and just strafe it forever and ever, which would be quite the boring endeavor. And I just rhymed there. The other thing that's happening here is Bail Organa's back at like Baccarat or something. I don't know why he's here. And there's already fleets coming in and stuff like that. I got a recent suggestion from someone, I forget their name already because that's just my memory, to build up some fighter forces around Niarwan to help me defend it. And that sounds like a grand old strategy. However, right now I have to build a shipyard. So what I will do instead is absolutely nothing else because I have no fighter facilities. And that is really bad at the moment. So I might have to start buying some pirate fighters. But those won't really get me that far. I think it's better to just keep upgrading the space station for now. And if I get a chance to build a fighter facility, I will. Let's see, what else has to happen around here? Well, Atsari is a problem. Oh, and looks like Garmbel Iblis is back. Hold on. We have to find out where he is so he doesn't get killed again. He spawns on Onderon. Alrighty. Well, it might be a good idea is to send him to defend Niarwan, since I'm not going to have a use for him at the moment unless I join him up with this fleet. But it looks like this intersection is once again heavily defended. So, let's try and steal. I don't know. There might be some stuff to steal around here. I honestly don't know. We are stealing credits from BIS, Corellia, and stuff like that. However, you notice that the income goes down when you first load the game up, and that really sucks. I don't know why that is. That would be a good thing to investigate. Looks like we have a battle right here. And we're probably going to retreat this. Alright, we have retreated. That's not really good for our cause at the moment. As you know, I am very down on Space Forces. However, it's time to buy a Liberator since I have 20,000. Now this thing is kind of a carrier slash long-range frigate. You might see it in action sooner or later. Looks like they did put a force over Kashyyyk. Now I need to reorganize this fleet and this effort. They have 3 Star Destroyers over that planet, which is not good. But I need to perform something. I need to, like, this fleet right here looks to be pissed off at me. And is that an Allegiance Star Destroyer? Holy crap. So an Allegiance Star Destroyer is literally... Oh man. Okay, so they're making starfighters out of this one. I have a feeling they have a capital shipyard up here. I got a text message. Yeah, they might have a heavy shipyard up here. Because that's the only place that they could be producing heavy ships. So, this needs to be taken out right away. Meanwhile, there's like a space battle over here. That's far. Yeah, that's all nice. They got some Venators and stuff. I'm probably going to retreat again. Alright, so we retreated that. Now once again, this is just not going good. And of course, look at that. Would you freaking look at that? Right away. With the attack on Niarwan. They really want this planet. So I'm going to have to engage them. Alright, so I tried to do a little off-screen battle. Because it's the same crap over and over again. And I managed to take out 2 ships and a hero. However, they still managed to take me out in space. So I'm going to guess there's going to be a land invasion coming up soon. And that's going to suck. Now, what I was trying to do, before I was so rudely interrupted, is this enormous space battle. Holy crap. We got Harrow Star Destroyers. We got all sorts of fun stuff. Honestly, it's way too much for even me to take on, even with Red Squadron. So I'm probably going to also retreat. I see a recurring trend here, and I'm not liking it. So I'm actually starting to get really nervous about this because, yeah, we're just constantly in need of retreats, and it just really sucks. I don't see this working out that well. Because I take one planet and they're like right back in a matter of seconds with a retaliatory force. However, it seems like this is their biggest force. So thankfully the fleet went back to Admiral Akbar. I'm going to pull a lot of ships together. Of course they blow something up on Utapau because why not? They just love to do that, and my upkeep is just ridiculous trying to keep that stuff together. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take the biggest Mon Calamari force of ships that I have and just charge straight back to Ergu and try and kill these guys there. Of course, here comes the planetary invasion at Niar 1, and of course, there's not much I can do. What I can try and do is charge the landing zone, since they only have a little bit of troops, initial reinforcements at the landing zone, but I don't think it can really do much in this scenario. So let's just select all and tell them to go there. The fighters should not go charge in by themselves. They should wait in front.
Upgrade complete.
All right, let's just wait right here before the force assembles, and then we will. It seems like we already have some heroes. Some heroes are already present in front of my fleet. However, I will try and take these guys out pretty swiftly. And it looks like it's going pretty well right now. Oh, there goes Boba Fett. He's dead. I don't know where IG-88 is. Somewhere around here. He's taking a lot of fire. Oh, we are victorious. You can't script things like this because you know what? I just defended another invasion of Niarwan. Because screw these guys and everything about them. And now I'm going to go back and take out this fleet that is stationed at Ergu. I wish they didn't retreat all their space forces because they probably knew I was going to do something when I started moving in ships. But this should be a good enough sizable fleet to take on almost any engagement. And you can see I've actually been working quite a bit on the mod recently, so there's been a lot of things that I've changed that could potentially crash the game at any moment and time. So I have no idea what it might do. The first thing that you might see is that I have a much larger field of vision. What I've done is, since the maps are so large, I've scaled up the stuff you can see based on your ships. So like big ships can see almost half the map, as you can see here. Basically, this is a capital ship that heroes with larger ships are considered capital ships, and you can almost see the entire map because of this. And this decision kind of came after just playing a little bit of Sins of the Solar Empire and seeing that you have full vision when you're playing in tactical space engagements, because basically ship sensors in this game, and just in Star Wars in general, and they would be able to see an entire sector, especially these larger ships. So I've tried to mimic that in terms of, like, a fighter going out on its own won't be able to see as much, but one of these larger capital ships can see almost the entire map. And I'm going to experiment with this and see what type of gameplay I get. I might not get interesting gameplay, but I might. It's a matter of, I don't know, kind of testing. So that's one of the craziest things that I've changed in terms of game-changing behavior. Hold on one second. I just need to send Red Squadron out to blow up a shield generator. Yes, use the Force, Luke, and blow up some stuff. And, like, the amount of fighters I get is pretty ridiculous for this fleet, but then again, this is a fleet of considerable size. So yes, I still have been reducing the amount of fighters that you get out of deployments. I've been just doing a lot of crazy things. Things I don't even remember at this point. I've got them all in a patch note somewhere. Some ships have... Oh, one of the biggest things I've done is auto-resolve statistics. I've been working heavily with auto-resolve and trying to get that to a balanced state, because before it was atrocious, at least for the space portion of the game. And this battle is just ridiculous. Look at this crazy engagement right here with a bunch of Corellian cruisers and dreadnoughts and a Victory Star Destroyer. You can see that their dreadnoughts are just falling because of my massive amounts of capital ships, along with Admiral Akbar, who is just... Oh no! Oh, you're not leaving. Absolutely not. Engines destroyed. Disable that. You're not leaving anything. And there we go. We've just taken out quite the force in a nice, clean, and quick battle. Now, what I want to do... Oh, another fleet is approaching at Erigu. You say. Oh, you do say! A Sol Star Destroyer comes in. Probably a bit too late for reinforcements. Because this is a kind of a... I wouldn't say... What is it? Turn-based? It's not turn-based. It's like instant speed... battles where, like, you don't have, like, the galactic map isn't the same, doesn't happen at the same time as the actual battle. Like, the battle is instant compared to galactic time. And that's also something I really love from Sins of the Solar Empire, which is just everything happens fluidly and at once, and you can send in reinforcements. You can send in reinforcements at any time. And you can see that there is a buffer zone that even the longest ship can't see. That basically extends out as the largest ship approaches the edge. So there will always be a little bit of this field of view that is, you know, that you can't see past, regardless of how many ships you have. Well, at this point it's receding because my fleet is moving closer and closer towards the Star Destroyer. However, I do believe that Star Destroyer is ripe for the picking in terms of fighter spam. If I could find my B-wings.
Yes, sir.
There they are.
Responding.
Alright, here we go. So I'm going to send out all these fighters ahead and take out a shield generator, or actually engines.
Hit the engines. Stay on target.
And we're going to get to see the B-wings in action taking out a Star Destroyer. You can see that their engines are going to get destroyed on the first run, maybe? Possibly?
We've got them on the run.
Oh, no! Yeah, there we go. There we go. They're not going anywhere.
Let's go, The force is with me.
Oh, the Force is with us! As we take out another Star Destroyer. Oh, I forgot about the AT-AT that I could have killed. But, you know, whatever. So, I don't know. I wanted to know your opinions on this change in terms of the galactic, or like, not the galactic, but the tactical view range that you can see. Because it's important to me because while this may be something that I enjoy, at the same time, I shouldn't make sweeping generalizations about what other people enjoy as well. So I need some statistics in terms of if you guys think that that's a good idea or not, being able to see the entire fleet. I haven't done space stations yet, and space stations I was thinking that they would basically just fully reveal all the incoming forces, because I mean you do have a space station. And so space stations would have onboard sensors that would basically show you everything that's coming in. However, it's more of a balance versus, or gameplay versus realism-ish balance that I have to try and achieve. Because, oh, I can remove corruption with Bail Organa. Well, that's interesting. So yeah, so I just want your opinions on what I could possibly do.
Removing corruption.
I'm going to use him to remove some corruption, then. Another thing I have changed, well, geez, I'm trying to think. Fighters, there's been a couple changes to how many fighters in a squadron, depending on their level.
Approaching.
Let's see, what else is there?
Enemy fleet.
There has been, oh my goodness, so much Bespin
Removing corruption.
invasions. But I'm removing corruption in that area, which is great. Oh, snap! I have found the Executor. And that is going to be crazy, because I do have the most gigantic Rebellion fleet on my side. So now if you'd have the Executor, you'd also be able to see the entire map. And you can see that on some of these maps you can't even see halfway. So this is why I wanted this change. So you're not going in blind with a fleet of this capacity and you're like, "Oh, what's ahead of me? I don't know. I only have 4 capital ships with onboard sensors." Now, we have to find out what these guys are going to be doing. Are they going to be turning around, or are they going to be coming at me? Because it is important. If they're going to turn around and go back to their space station, that means that they're going to leave the Executor alone. And you know what happens when you leave the Executor alone and I'm in the fight, right?
Let's check it out.
Just see, this is interesting because I get to see some of their fleet movements, but not all of it. And the other thing is that you cannot see into debris no matter what. Like, you could see that even though I can see past here, anything inside the asteroids I can't see. So, like, these fighters just came out and I didn't know they were in there. So that's just something else that you could possibly do. I know there is a function inside of the code that allows you to basically determine if the AI uses its field of view or not. Right now it is set that that it does not use the field of view and it knows exactly where you are at all times. But with this change, with the sensor being so far out, I think I can swap that out and make it make them be aware of their field of view and only know your ships are coming in if they can actually see them. And with that change, that could provide for a little bit more sneaky maneuvers instead of the AI knowing exactly what you're doing at all times. So it's things like that that I'm really trying to balance. Not just mod stuff, but just gameplay in general that would make this mod the next best thing to play for this game. Because that's just kind of how I feel about this mod, is that it is a extension of the game, and it should be a rightful, I don't know, kind of like almost like a sequel.
Warm up. Weapons ready.
So let me just send out the fighters ahead.
Ready for command. Hurry up, Jabba's waiting.
Once again, we're gonna attack a shield generator, and I do have Red Squadron, so this shield generator might actually just be one-hit KO'd.
Torpedoes armed.
Yep, there goes the shield generator right away, and now we're just gonna go in and
Y-wing.
take out Mindo. He might take out some of my fighters. Yeah, he took out some B-Wings. We have a massive starfighter engagement going on right here. You can see that there's just a lot of ships coming in. And there is a Lancet frigate, which is not good at all. However, my ships are actually in range to attack. So what I will do is I will just tell Admiral Akbar himself to just focus all firepower on this Executor with this massive rebellion fleet. And you can see that there's just a huge starfighter battle happening right here above this Executor. I'm trying to kind of, I don't know, get a grip on what's going on because this is just crazy. There's a Lancet frigate also in the area. What I'm going to do is I'm going to also use my smaller ships to take out the Lancet so that it stops taking out my fighters. And Mindo does need to be taken out, so I will send my heroes to combat his hero. And you can see that those Y-Wings just are in just a terrible position, and they just got wiped out throughout an entire Imperial force. But the Executor took way too long to turn around, and I have way too much firepower for this Executor to take at once. And there just is no way that they could survive this.
Roger that. I've got my approach vector.
So once again, we're going to be taking out the Executor out of the fight.
I've got it lined up. Attack formation. I've got it lined up.
You can see that there's a massive starfighter battle, or starfighter group up here that I am going to have to take out. But it seems like they are going to regroup. And of course, the Executor comes down from 4,000 altitude, which is something I can't even fix because death animations, for some reason, do not respond to changes in their Y value,
Take it easy.
which is great. Because that means that no matter what I do, I'd have to literally go and edit the model itself to change that.
Copy.
So it looks like the Star Destroyers have realized, or at least this guy has realized, that the Executor has gone down. He tried to come back and save him, but to no avail because all my fire from all my ships is now going to attack this Star Destroyer with another Concentrate Fire ability. And it's just going to get destroyed like butter with a hot knife, just sliced with all these lasers, just absolutely decimated. You can see that it's already down past half health, and it's just ridiculous firepower that I possess. And it's good to know that there's a couple of land units back here, since I do have capital ships. So we're all gonna move them up as a cohesive fleet again, regroup, reorganize. We can see that there is a huge impending starfighter fleet,
I know.
and we're gonna send out all my fighters in one group. Let's group them up so that I know. With Han Solo leading the charge and Red Squadron.
Right.
And here comes the largest starfighter battle to ever grace this channel, this Let's Play. What is going on in this absolute ridiculous mess? This is just unprecedented destruction. And there was a ship going through my viewport as I was turning the camera. So right now, the Star Destroyers are separated.
Standing by.
And it seems like if I split up the engagement into two ways, I'll have a main starfighter force leading up the middle to attack that other hero.
Cruiser standing by.
It seems like I am missing a ship, but I'm not. It just seems like it.
I read you.
And here we are, once again, complete destruction of a carrier.
Closing on
There are still TIE fighters around in the area.
Yes, sir.
Red Squadron, I have no idea where they are, but they should be attacking something around here, like these other heroes. Heroes and starfighters and stuff, and there go two Star Destroyers. One is already destroyed on half the side. The other is about to be destroyed. We have some starfighters over here. Let's send some X-Wings to complement. And,
Yes, sir.
oh, no, X-Wings that way. One of the things I've also changed is I've added, the Carrot Cruiser now has an ion cannon along with its turbo lasers. Because in
Weapons online.
in terms of cannon, the Carrick Cruiser does have ion cannons on it, and in this mod it did not. And I don't know what these ships are doing.
Yes, Commander.
Let's take out the space station's shield generator. Hopefully that Lancet frigate doesn't completely destroy my hero. Now the MC-80B is going to come in and just tear that thing a new one.
Lock S-foils in attack position.
And that Star Destroyer is destroyed. Meanwhile, this one right here is also going to get heavily damaged. Hold on 1 second as I tell all the fighters to hunt targets. You can see that this fleet is just moving in and just destroying everything in its path. The MC-80B is standing there destroying the Star Destroyer. Oh, and there goes the Star Destroyer. It just exploded off screen, unfortunately. I didn't get to capture that epic moment.
What are you thinking?
But it's all good because look at this absolute decimation of this Empire Space Force that was probably getting ready to attack Felucia, and I just boop, caught them off guard. 3 Star Destroyers down, Super Star Destroyer down, TIE Scout squadrons down. I have a couple more ships that I'm going to add on to this fleet. And I'm going to go around and attack Bilbringi in just a second because they do have that thing up here. The Allegiance Star Destroyers, guys, are some of the craziest ships. And this is the reason why I need to attack that shipyard, because if they can continue to produce this, it's going to be a serious, serious problem. The next thing I need to do is find Bail Organa another home. And it seems like the Black Sun is also corrupting the inner planets. And they are attacking Bastion, an outer world planet, which I do not have that much defenses on. In fact, this entire sector has almost no defenses. And it looks like they're bringing in an AT-AT, 2 LAATs, and a TIE Fighter regiment, and the rest are infantry. So we might be able to do something, but I highly doubt it. Maybe if we push straight up the middle, like we did. Oh my gosh, it's been 30-something parts since that happened. If you guys remember, and you go back and watch like I think it was like the second or third part, where on this map I had a rebellion force like right around here, and I just pushed straight up the middle with everything I had, and we won by like a sliver of units remaining.
Incoming. Yes.
Upgrade complete.
But of course the TIE Fighters are going to just be an incredible problem. However, I do have a lot of T-1Bs.
Turret constructing.
So the only thing that's going to be a problem is the infantry taking hits as the TIE Fighters get destroyed by missiles.
Armor standing by.
We've
Avoiding
secured
fire.
a build pad.
Cannons charged.
Oh yeah. No TIE Fighters for you. I wish I could fix that issue where
Spreading out.
the TIE Fighters explode kind of inside the ground. There's not really much I can do in terms of that.
Entering battle.
But it looks like this is just ridiculous. Like what? This is a lot of Empire stormtroopers. Pull this T-1B back. Oh, nope, not fast enough. There also are Dark Trooper Phase 1s with the blades from the original game
Ready to roll.
that are also causing infantry problems. However, have no fear. I have a lot of tanks and stuff.
We've secured a build
However, big problem. LAATs coming in. AT-AT coming in.
unit destroyed.
And it doesn't look too good. Doesn't look too good right about now.
Destroyed.
Ready for attack. Fire support ready. Target locked.
Uh-oh.
Unit
Uh-oh.
destroyed.
I don't think I can defend this time. I don't think I can push straight up the middle this time. Maybe I could take out a couple of
Open fire. We're right behind you.
We've secured a build
troops
Right behind you.
in terms of stormtroopers, but yeah, this is
Form up.
probably it.
barracks destroyed.
as I auto-resolve
You've lost a build
and let this battle end, because I have definitely lost this planet. A good regiment of infantry is never a bad thing to do, and this is kind of bad right about
On
now.
my way.
So we're going to take this fleet up there, see what we can do with that. They're already getting ready with another Allegiance Star Destroyer up here to assault Erigu, because they're just pissed.
shield generator.
But I'm going to keep
constructed.
trying to build up this planet, and hopefully they don't take much away from me. Now, they did just take back this intersection, which sucks, as usual. And I really don't have a force yet built up to assault that. That Liberator is still producing itself. So I think that this was a pretty crazy episode, kind of one of the craziest space battles you could possibly have. So thanks for watching. I'll be back in part 35 of the Awakening of the Rebellion Let's Play. See you later, guys.